that they could convey, so they would give their people like. He said, we're going to play to win. And I think it's been one of his best coaching situations because he's been allowed to coach. It's not managing people.
Speaking of coaching, quickly, an adjustment made, and it was probably Bender's time out of the rotation anyway, but Holmes came in, Clarkson took it down, went to the basket, got blocked by Holmes. Same thing he was doing against Bender. And Jimmer?
Yes, Jimmer 2 for 2 so far. Jimmer layup. Case, that's your guy right there. We've been talking about him pregame.
They say he's my guy. Good looking or whatever. My Jimmy. 17-2. Suns run.
Holmes again on protecting the rim.
Going the other way, Suns up high for Holmes. And brings it down and the foul.
You gotta like his energy on one end, does a great job defensively, runs the floor. He's been doing that, especially when he was with Philly. Well, any opportunity you can get easy baskets in transition with this Phoenix Suns team, it's only going to help your team. And you see Devin Booker excited for his guy.
Great look from Josh Jackson as well. Going back to your point, and you're right, you think about the amount of coaches that you say have done a great job. How about Nate McMillan?
Doesn't get enough
Not
credit.
going to get enough credit. You think about Kenny Atkinson and the job that he's done again. Really exposed, and you saw the issues with that team offensively at times.
Almost should be a candidate every year. Especially what they did in the second half last year, being able to get back to 500. He's always should be in the conversation.
Bud?
I like
Right? Malone?
Yes.
I mean, there are some great coaches, but to the point the guys made, bro, the thing that to me stands out about Doc is two things that you see. Great defense again by Jackson. One, anytime the GM and coach takes the GM off and goes back to coaching, it seems like they enjoy it that much more, and Doc is doing that. And two, after the Tobias deal, to have them not lose a beat, they've actually
Thank you.
better. That to me is amazing.
Drumming disaster.
That's amazing.
Seamlessly to it. And it was a
Thank you so much, man.
It was really big for them to get Shannon on their team, and a guy that can stretch before. Now that allows Beverly to be able to have space to get around on the floor, but also allows Gildress Alexander, who's a guy that really likes to hold the paint a lot of times. Now you have another scorer. Lou Williams comes into the game. If you need to put a shooter on the floor so that teams can't double team.
Thank you, Kaz. I don't know, you have to check through my lives and then you can add the total time.
First rotation with Gildas Alexander being quote-unquote the 3, even though he's a point guard, all working around Gallo. Had a good night last night. The Jimmer Show at 6 points.
You know, Jim had no problem scoring.
Not at all. Of course, he was excellent over there in China, putting up about, 35 points per game, and he wasn't even the leading scorer over there. So we definitely can get buckets. It's going to be interesting to see, will he be able to stick around in the NBA this time? It seems like the game has advanced to where maybe his skill set translates now, but will he able to be able to actually stick around is the question.
Well, he's going to get opportunity with this team. There's an open 3. Speaking of fitting into today's NBA, Clarkson drains it.
You gotta have a 3 game. It's a big game.
Yeah. And his position is basketball right now. So he's not a guy that really got to beat the point guard out on the floor. He can just be a guy that's roaming on the perimeter, doing what he does best, and that's knocking down threes.
Holmes in a bad spot, but tough foul there to take for former Sun Marquise Chris. You guys just see a lot. He's a confusing player, right? Because the talent level and his size is there.
Yeah.
Rip.
I thought when he went to Houston that it was a perfect fit for them. A guy that really can stretch the floor. You can move him around on the offensive end. He can play off the ball, especially with James. And just something about him that he still ain't find his niche in a perfect situation for him. But a guy that has a lot of talent offensively.
Jimmer right-handed, not able to get him to go. Chris in trouble. Get some help. Other side of the floor. Good look. Inside. Good defense again by Jackson. That's what he brings to the table. That D. That's twice with big blocks in this quarter inside.
I like Josh Jackson, man. He can really get to the basket, but it's all about the good for him. know, when you put him around a bunch of other young guys, if you know, sometimes you just don't feel like he is wanted in a situation like this. But if you put him on a veteran team where he can go out there and play his style of play and do all the little things, he can be very impactful for your team.
It was interesting because during that draft, you thought he would be one of the guys, Brevin, that would get the earliest minutes in the NBA if he went to the right team before we found out who was selected where, because he can defend and because he's got the length at different positions to do it on a versatile side. And you don't, when you're doing that, look, we look at Roberson, you think about some of the guys who have done it. But to Rip's point on this team, he has had a hard time. He's been better this year, but he's had a hard time finding his way into a fit.
Because when you're on a bad team, there is no role. You are now just having to fit in and figure out what can you do to help in any way, or what can you do to make yourself look good. Roberson can look good because he's in a winning situation. They need him to fulfill a role, so he goes out and does it. As you said, if Josh Jackson's on a different team, now maybe that can be brought out more in that situation.
That's what he's working on, which is that free and drains it. Right there, week 14.
He's feeling real good right now, but that's what happens when you make a couple layups. You get a little bit more confident in that jump shot. But if he gets that, if he adds that to his game, especially how the game is being played now, I mean, he could really be impactful out on the floor.
Sexton's had a tough time here in the first half getting to the basket, and so has Knight in not getting fouled or turning the ball over. They've had some opportunities, but it's...
You're talking about another guy, Brandon Knight. He's never recovered from his knee. I mean, I think a lot of it has been a loss of confidence. I think physically he is back. He can move and do the things he wants to do. I think it's not but the comfort level of Jackson feeling it from the three-point line.
Kansas didn't go as far as they wanted in the tourney, but their boy getting it done in Phoenix. Suns with a big advantage.
We build with purpose, with pride, because we build for the builders. The always-on builders, the never-back-down builders, the crack-of-dawn builders. We build trucks for them, and we've proudly done just that for over a century. So why stop now? There's so much more to build. Built for the builders. The F-150, built Ford proud.
We invited people to the Burger King Stacker King Challenge.
3 delicious patties, bacon, cheese. What more do you want?
You got the single, you got the double, you got the triple.
Hey, King, I think I might have dripped on you.
Stacks on stacks of flame grilled beef and Stacker sauce. The new Stacker King. Only at Burger King.
What is that?
Mine. Why?
It's just that it's...
Lavender? Yes, it is. It's for men.
Oh, it's...
Give it up to the big first Frank Thomas. Congratulations, Frank. Hey, Andy, John, you guys look great.
Hey, I feel great too. Ever since you told me about Nugenix Total T, I feel stronger and I'm crushing my workouts.
Thanks to Nugenix, I got more energy, more stamina, feeling years younger. It's awesome. Nugenix Total T gets you back on top of your game.
From the brand that brought you GNC's #1 vitality product and product of the year, new Nugenix Total T is our most powerful man-boosting formula ever because it boosts your free testosterone and your total testosterone. To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text STICK to 42424. I like the competitive edge Nugenix gives me.
Hey, me too. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And she'll like it too.
Text STICK to 42424. Now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Samples are not available in stores, so text STICK to 42424. Now.
Game night Monday continues. Suns with a big advantage. Celtics had one, had to hold on. Got a little scary late. Al Horford's second career triple-double. Little bit of everything in this one. Kyrie with a big first half. Tatum hit a couple of clutch shots. Doing open threes, the difference for the Celtics. And a couple of big mistakes in offensive lack of execution down the stretch from the Heat. The difference.
Hello, Shrek Smith. It's Anthony Davis.
Much bigger. It's out to 17 after Brevin Josh Jackson hits back-to-back threes. He's had a terrific first few minutes here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think the defense sparked him more than anything. He came up with whole defensive plays and got
Sorry, I didn't see.
some easy scores going to the basket.
I mean, Mike.
Confidence brewing here early for him.
Clarkson, jumper. Holmes looked like he didn't know who to cover, and Clarkson took advantage of all the space.
Well, all of a sudden, the one thing I'm going to do is cover the rim.
That's right. Stay right by the end zone for the Hail Mary. Jackson. Off the screen, around, look for help, finds Holmes. Right between Nance and Clarkson. And another easy.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
50 already with 6+.
I also take commissions.
Jackson has hang time because the hang time allowed him.
Thank you, June. Thank you for the subscription.
He was open enough to be found, and he was for the bucket. That'll be a foul on Jamal Crawford.
Another thing about both of these teams, and when your team is a struggling team, you don't like for young guys to pick up bad habits. And so you want to, both of these coaches, would like to continue to play the game the right way. Make sure that you are, the guys open, get them the ball at the right time. Defensively, be in the right position. Those are all of the things, the habits you want to build as you move forward, because eventually, like when you think that your team is going to be a good team.
Clarkson again looking for the jumper, finds it. Worked on Bender inside a lot in the first quarter.
Thank you, Amy.
Holmes in. Credit to Clarkson. He's got to step back after that one block and adjusted and hit some mid-range. He's got 14. Too easy, though, again for the Suns inside. The paint not being going well by Cleveland.
Troy Davis is getting layups, and the defense is not there because he's a guy that loves to live at the three-point line.
Nance. Looks to the right place, but Bridges got his hand in the way. Not allows him to get the open three.
Hey, Ref, you talked about good habits. You talk about someone like Jackson. How big of an influence is Jay Crossover, a veteran who's been in the league for many years, has been on winning teams and losing teams? How important is having a player like that?
It's crucial because he's a guy that can teach
Hello, guys.
situational basketball. And so what he is a positive voice, but he also plays the position. And so now he can give him little nuances, ins and outs of what you can do on the offensive end and defensive end to give himself an advantage.
Thing too about Jamal is it doesn't matter what age.
I need to make me some coffee.
I remember going back to a couple of years ago in his final year with the Clippers when
I'm a bit sleepy now.
at the end of the year, and Jamal had like a week stretch where he was getting 30+ minutes. He was putting 30 points up.
Yes.
I want to go get some coffee.
Score the basketball. And look, we talk about Kyrie, and we think about some of the greats.
Yeah, I have a reference picture.
Man, we were talking about Ron Strickland last week.
So I have a reference picture
And all the great ball handlers.
I'm using from my iPad.
Never forget anybody, first of all, from Seattle, but Jamal Crawford on that list. People not to forget. No question about it. Good hands again. That's the third play in the last couple of minutes where Bridges has been active defensively. And when he came out of school, that's why he would look 3-and-D. The explanation of Bridges at Villanova, and it's shown here in Phoenix.
Yeah, I was high on him coming out of college because of that. He could shoot the three, but he also came from a really good system with Jay Wright. And he defensively is a guy that can also help you in more positions. No different than I thought Colin Sexton was going to be high up in the race for Rookie of the Year because of the motor that he played with. And when you talk about a guy that competes,
No, thank you.
Who's somewhere taking a break because he's old, even though he's not older than us. Coleman Benjamin Button.
He even looks the same way. You know, one thing I give him credit for, this year, he probably could have an opportunity, hopefully, to go to any team. Go to a team, maybe wait till later in the year. But he went early in the year to this Suns team, and that's just a credit to him. The love of playing. Where can I go to play basketball despite what the team may look like?
All-time leader, by the way, in 4-point plays in NBA history, Jamal Crawford. Okay, good handstand by Bender. But stepped on the baseline and gave it back.
He just like the hustle.
Even Steven episode of Seinfeld. Where Julia Louise Dreyfus said, "I'm George" at the end.
So we just dribbled.
Hands?
He did. You say he dribbled out of bounds. I don't know if that went out of bounds.
I don't think that went out of bounds.
I don't think it did either. I think Bender got robbed of a good defensive play.
Sexton over Jackson. Tough bucket. Nails it.
Now, there's only 2 players in the history of the game that as rookies
Trivia question?
that scored,
Okay.
averaged over 16 points.
Reverend Knight.
Heck no. Scored 2,000 points, but shot over 40% from the 3-point line. Colin Sexton is one.
Yeah.
Who are the other 2?
Over 40% from 3.
Over 40%, average 16 points.
Yep. 16 exactly or 60
Over
or
60,
more? Over
16 or more.
Okay.
Take it back. One is Steph. Steph is one.
Steph is one. Ray Allen the other.
Ray Allen's not. You got to go back a little bit further.
Dell.
He was a bona fide 3-4. They won championships. His arch enemy was out in L.A.
Well, everybody's arch enemy is out in L.A.
No, this is back when the Lakers.
Bird.
Larry Bird.
Wow.
It's nice that you can be talked about. As the season has been what it's been for the Cavs, but Sexton has some positive influence.
See, the more you know. On game night Monday, week 14.
Get $10 in free video game play at Dave & Buster's when you buy or recharge a $20 game card. $10 free on Epic Games. Go to daveandbusters.com to download your coupon now. Only at Dave & Buster's.
Creating the perfect night just takes a little creativity. The light beer you've been waiting for has arrived. Lower carbs, lower calories, higher expectations. Corona Premier.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free, same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
It's a doubleheader showdown on NBA TV.
Lots it up. Chris Paul is going to go inside. Harris.
Celtics Heat, Rockets Clippers. Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV.
NBA League Pass knows you need basketball. Got a big game you can't miss? Get that single game pass. Ryan Hart for your squad? Team pass. Get what you need with live games on NBA League Pass.
Right now, second quarter, the Phoenix Suns up on the Cleveland Cavaliers, 56-42. The Twitter sphere is popping tonight on game night. So we have to pose another question. We want to put it out there because everybody wants to know who's going to get the number 1 pick. Of course, the lottery taking place.
Hello guys,
May 14th.
you can catch me up tomorrow,
Which team needs the number 1 pick most, and
10 p.m. I think USA time, probably 9 p.m. Wait, what's the time in the US now?
I just had a moment here.
We both had a moment.
I saw something take place. I don't know what happened. First of all, when you go on a break wherever you're watching at home at work, do you go on a break at your cubicle, at your office? You're like your boss walks by and goes, "Aren't you on break?" And you're just there. Rick's not able to be with us for the duration of the game. He's coming back in a few minutes, but he's right behind me. and heckling me. And during the break, Brevin and I...
Alright, catch me tomorrow at 8 p.m.
And Rip is giving me crap about Eli Manning.
I'll be doing the hair, the beard. I'll do the beard. I'll do the beard tomorrow, and then I do the hair. Alright, thank you for joining my live. Bye.
Did Peyton beat Brady?